Hey everyone, long time no see. Um, I thought I'd come on here. Someone asked me to make a video on how I've been doing, and just with the hot weather and um, just in general, I don't think I've been on here for several months. So I think I had a few card readings in May, but that has been it. Um, So I want to say, and I'm sorry if you hear any background noise, it's the fireworks over there. I want to say that there's been major improvements with my heart withstanding. I'm able to like, I can be out walking for hours in a store and I don't need to sit down. Yes, I'll get a little thirsty because I think that always happens. And I just make sure that I have something to drink. But in comparison to what it was even I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, or even thinking back to last year, there's a huge improvement. The doctors told me to keep upping my salt, upping my salt. And I've noticed since I've lowered my sodium intake, which I did before I was sick, I don't like eating high sodium for many reasons. My inflammatory levels are down and I feel better. So the salt does not help unless I'm like outside sweating a lot. So I always felt like I was retaining a lot of water, and I'm like, this doesn't seem to be helping. And I feel like I have like extra pounds because of all the salt. So that has helped. Something interesting that I just thought was me. I thought it was my condition. So I would get hot in the car and I'm like, damn, this heat is really bothering me. And I remember this last summer. I was like, this heat is killing me in my car. Like when the sun would hit on me, I really just blamed it on my condition. Like there was some cold air coming out, but little did I know I had a leak. And now that the air conditioner has been fixed, I'm not overheating and I'm feeling much, much better. So it wasn't like my condition. Like I really kept blaming it on that. Um, so that's a big difference, just getting the air conditioner fixed. But overall, like aside from the rashes that come a little bit from histamine foods, I'm able to eat now tomatoes. I get a little rash. I did try avocados again. I was able to eat that. I'm going to try to eat bananas this week. But all of that has gotten a ton better. Like I used to eat a lot of different things and my heart would just skyrocket and I'd almost black out because it was so bad. Uh, Especially if it had avocados or anything like more of a white bread. Like if I ate a veggie burger and had an avocado in like more of like a pretzel bun or that, oh my God, I think my heart rate was going up to 140, 150 at one time, and it's not doing that anymore. So that's a lot better. Let's see. My main issue that I'm going through vestibular therapy and rehabilitation is my left ear, my balance issues, the reoccurring vertigo, where I feel like I'm on a boat on certain day. It'll last for days, or these vertigo attacks last a long time. And then when he's working on my ear, like the side, my left ear, there's fullness in the ear. And then like after I take a shower, it just rings really, really bad. So this is probably my ear is probably like the worst thing right now. I'm just trying to think what other things. And that's the most annoying too. Like just an example of how bad that ear was. Like there are times where I cannot go up the elevator without plugging my ears like this, or say I'm on the train and I want to change cars and it's moving. If I at all look down while it's moving and open up the door to the other car, I am screwed for the next few days. Like I'll get a severe vertigo attack. And vertigo was one of my first symptoms. The person who infected me, actually, I could feel his breath in my ear, even though I had a mask on. And that was with the fever. That was my very first symptom. So I am a firm believer I got infected in that ear. And that's probably why. And the doctor said too, it makes perfect sense because it has membranes in there. You can get infected. So that's the big thing. But overall, like, it doesn't feel like, yeah, I still feel the heart and I still at times. But overall, like the heart's getting better. I just have to keep my stress levels really, really low, because if I don't, it then I notice it creeping up a little bit, you know. But I even noticed my sleep overall is improved immensely since February, March, you know, and I have learned that I have to be careful who I talk to before bed or who I'm even around so I don't get an adrenal surge. And I have learned that I'm not going to, even though it's gotten better, I know my body well enough, like I know who to talk to and who not. And that's also like, who should I be friends with and not? Because certain people, like, they'll get my heart rate up and I'll be like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't talk to them. So but yeah, I am a lot better. I wouldn't have like, it just like, even a couple months ago, like I couldn't have said that. I felt with the heart and everything pretty awful. Like I've just noticed I can walk a lot longer. Commuting is a lot better, you know, and even people that commute with me. So when I read the train back with, said like, you have more endurance now, which is great. So the supplements that I still take are 1,000 milligrams of B12. No, I don't take that every day. I probably like take 2 or 3 pills a week. And you know, that's something any person who's a vegan should take. I mean, there's so many people that are also can't absorb B12 and they should get their levels checked, because I think more people are like, you know, deficient than they know. So I take that 2,000. I use a vitamin D daily, which I'll do for the rest of my life because I was so severely deficient in vitamin D. Just for my health, I take vitamin C. I take it's 250 milligrams like serving with 2 of the chewables with rose hips, but I take 1 in the morning and 1 at night just because it's absorbed. It doesn't stay in your system as long. And I just have gotten in the habit. I think the rose hips really help me. I also drink white tea with rose hips. It seems to calm me, even though there's like a tad bit of caffeine in there. So let's see what else. That is pretty much like, and I take magnesium a few nights a week if I'm having like, just feeling like I just need it before bed. I used to take it daily. I don't take it daily anymore. And that is just as of recent. Because I've noticed in the past month, I'm falling asleep better and staying asleep longer, you know? What else? I'm trying to think of other questions. I should have had this written down. Sorry, this is just something I did on the fly since I haven't been on here. And sorry for the dog barking. And this is kind of long and I don't want to be rambly. So what else? Someone had asked where the doctor to get for Incel DX. That's a whole nother story. Like a lot of primaries don't want to they don't want to write off the script for those meds because they think they're going to get sued or whatever. So it was hard for me to, there's a doctor that's like an hour away from me. That's a COVID doctor and he'll write prescriptions, but that's how pretty much I got it. And like people ask me, how long was I on Maraviroc? I was only on for just a little under 3 weeks with the statin. And at that time they weren't prescribing, at least the time I was getting on it, the Prevestatin. I was on the one that's like the generic of Lipitor. It starts with an A. I don't remember, but it's the generic of Lipitor. And it gave me issues. And I believe that medication helped me for that short time, because right after that, I took just 1 dose of prednisone, 5 milligrams, ended up in the hospital. But right after that, my breathing issues completely stopped. The swallowing issues stopped. So was it the Maraviroc or was it the 1 dose of prednisone? And I took I took 2 doses of ivermectin. I think it was 2 doses. Yeah, so a mixture of all those that got me better probably was. I don't know if I could just say one got me better. I think I had such horrible lung problems last summer. It was just dreadful. And I know that the vaccine made it much worse, but for my job, I have to be vaccinated. So I got it, but I'm not going to be getting any boosters. But it felt like I was breathing out of like a straw, like just this little tube. I could barely get air. I couldn't lay flat on the bed. I had to sleep with an elevated pillow, and it felt like I was just gasping for air all the time. It was just awful. Um, the swallowing too. I would like swallow and just choke on water. It was horrible. And then once I had physical therapy for my spinal cord area and my neck, and then at the same time I was taking those meds, it seemed to clear up. So I don't know exactly what it was, but I mean, that stuff's been gone for about, 10 months or so, 10, 11 months. And it was just the lingering heart stuff that was still there, and this garbage vertigo. I feel like the last thing to clear up will probably be the vertigo. It's like similar, it's weird because it's like similar symptoms. You have Meniere's, you have vestibular neuritis, and all those things come from, you can get those from a virus, but is it true Meniere's? I don't know. If you get it from the virus, does it go away eventually? I don't know if anyone can tell me that. So let's just hope that my doctor, my physical therapist said it takes about 2 months when I've had these issues to like recalibrate the brain. So we're doing a lot of eye exercises right now to get rid of it. So let's hope that works. I have faith in him because he has helped me a lot since the beginning of this. So yeah, I hope that helps somewhat. I can come back on here. If there's any other questions, please put them down below. I'll read them when I see them. I was really busy writing my thesis, and it was, these past few months have just been crazy. I had no time. Plus looking for a new place to live. It's been kind of stressful. So I will have some more time over between now and the end of August. Because I'll be at the end of August, I'll be starting a PhD program. So it's part-time, but I'll be working full-time. So I don't know how much time I'll have then for videos, but we will see. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything, put them down below, and hopefully I will be on here soon. Okay, bye.